Hey, welcome to another Node and Layers development video. Today I'm working on our development, the actual Node and Layers website. It does use Node and Layers, and I figured this would be a good opportunity to kind of chat about the framework while I put it together. I'm trying to like figure out like the basic marketing things to put on there to tell people. So just what are the really the main things that people need to know, and what are some of the things that like I take for granted that are out there that people actually really need to know about. So anyways, let's kind of like hop right into it. I've got a screen that kind of shows that has our the page up. I'll put it off to the side over here, and then I'll put my code right up here. um, I'll get rid of cursor because I don't think I'm really going to be using cursor right this moment. I'll probably break this down as well. Don't need a lot of that. And then what's the other thing that I wanted to do? I wanted to make sure this is over here so you get plenty of good audio. Of course, I'm getting my screen continually going out. What I wanted to do, you know what? Hold on. I think maybe it'll be all right. I also want to make sure that on OBS that this works right. Yeah, I guess it's going to be as good as it's going to get. Oh, of course, it just went out on me. All right, back to this. And make sure it's right. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so what we're working on now is we're working on this main page. And I started working on this like pioneering AI first platform, which is a very, very true statement. Um, all right, what I wanted to do is, you know what? I will pull out cursor. I like using cursor. It's really great for organizing. I am working on this page here, and I am focused on the pioneering AI first platform section. I want you to help me fill it out. Just speaking broadly to highlight just how easy it is to do AI development with this framework. Basically, main aspects that are really important to know about AI development with this is we have annotated functions and annotated models. The annotated functions are basically Zod functions where you pass in metadata information, including the name, domain, inputs, and a description, a Zod inputs, and Zod outputs. And then the models are basically these schemas automatically generate a Zod schema based on the properties. Now, when the MCP server is used, it automatically loads all of the features and the models via the CRUDs features and makes them available via a unified, well-defined, describable interface. This interface allows AI to list all the available domains as well as the features and models within them. These can be blacklisted at any level, so they a very granular level to where you can actually just show the retrieve on a specific model. Okay. When it does the list features, it pulls all the features, whether they are annotated or not, and then if they are annotated, it shows the Open API breakdown of the information for the feature. So basically, if you use the MCP server, your node and layers system is exposed entirely and explained to AI. The plus side is if you annotate your features, it really acts like a documentation that is thorough and functional. It will also do the Zod parsing, validating for going in and out of the feature, the function, which is pretty sweet. I'm not gonna lie. All right, let's let her rip. Of course, I've got. Let's see what this thing says. All right, of course, something's blowing up. Oh, I see what it's trying to do here. Interesting. Oh. Yeah. Jeez. I can't do that. Whoa. I think it's like for this. There we go. Let's take a look at what it produced. Huh. Just a point of clarity, you don't need to annotate the model. The models are auto annotated. Also need to make some of this a bit higher level and describe the benefits that are obtained from this. You don't have to do all the AI stuff to get AI working. It already does. What you really need to do is annotate your features MCP infrastructure. Okay. So yeah, we just recently did like a boatload of work on the kind of AI capabilities of the system, and it's pretty amazing. I'm not gonna lie. And so one of the things, the other major thing we need to broadcast it like crazy is that for developers, you've never been able to develop with a library and framework as you can now. The core and functional models now ship with an installable MCP server directly into your AI development environment, such as Cursor or what's it called? Claude Code and Open AI Codex. Let me look at my cursor settings right now. All you have to do is put this in. Don't put the version number at the end. All of a sudden, your AI system knows how to work with a node and layers system. Should also put this in here too. Like a pro. It comes complete with a tool for explaining every part of the library and how to use it effectively. It's actually better than that. It's actually examples, and that's the key thing that can be found. You know, I don't know about future AI stuff. I don't know when you're watching this video, but the main thing that really makes AI shine like crazy is in its capabilities of doing development is having examples that it can basically copy and run with. And boy, is it good with it. And so we are now shipping, as we work on any of the libraries, I'm going to be updating those entries that go with those MCP servers. And all of a sudden it's like, dude, like this has never happened before. It's like having a super SME with you right now going like, well, I don't really know how to do that. And he goes, boop, 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 done. Or check my code, or even just write the code for me. It's a pretty big deal. All right, let's see what it says. Why do you not have pro capitalized? No. You have the gist of the MCP servers wrong. It's not about running your system, features and models. It's about building your system. So it knows how to build a node and layers system. It's not just that it's about telling you how or something like that. It's actually optimized examples and instructions that make the AI really good at writing node and layers systems. It's actually quite incredible. It knows how to navigate multiple different files, make decisions on where one thing should go into something else. It's pretty incredible. It's just funny saying it because I would say like 6, 7 months ago, just even seeing the stuff that I'm seeing now is like just unbelievable that even what I'm saying is even actually the case. All right, so let's see here. I don't know what they keep doing with this. All right, here we go. Yes, correct. Zod, why are you bringing up Zod? Need to change this what you get section. Really doesn't make sense. Finishing statement about quick and easy it is to work with an AI that has this much knowledge about these systems. Yeah, and we're going to start doing it for all of them. So all of a sudden you're going to have each one of the different things, or I'm going to put it all in the core or something like that, and it's going to know all the different ones. I haven't really figured out which way I want to do it yet. But let's go back up here and read this crap that it wrote, because it's definitely crap. All right. Let's go down. All right, let's see what it says. White. Okay, that's fine. Pair program. That's exactly right. Need to clean up the endless lists as part of the previous AI section. The text is rendered out rather small, and so each time you add a list, it's like a bunch of tiny text. Let's improve this structure, make it less wordy, and focus on the biggest bang for the buck. It's just got too much going on. I'm no AI or no GUI genius by any stretch of the imagination, but I mean, this is too much. What's the difference between this and that? I don't understand. I just feel like there's a slight difference in variation in the topography or in the typography. Component div text align. It says it's the same. Maybe I just need to get rid of those. Yeah, there's a slight difference in the look. Okay, that's fine. Alright, I'm just going to straight up delete this because it's not getting the memo. That's just too much. Bespoke AI glue. I just got to laugh because that's a phrase my friend says all the time. Bespoke. Yep, that's right. Whatever. Looks good to me. All right, so then let's finish up these enterprise grade features. Actually, you know what? An empty blog post. Going to go into depth about of these major features. Okay, and then what's the other section? Ooh, that sun's coming in hard. I've got a bunch of windows right here. I do like to come in, that way I get lots of my vitamin D when I'm sitting here. This means you're gonna, half my face is gonna be washed out. All right, let's see. I don't need those configurations anymore. I think we need to update some of this documentation too. So that they kind of cohere. Okay, yeah. Now I kind of wonder if I should actually make those guides. That's fine. Okay. Bird outside my window. All right. Annotated features. How annotated models work. Knowledge MCP for builders. We need another for the developing with AI. The article, the blog article is going to be about how Node and Layers is pioneering a new way to do documentation by making it living and breathing as though you had an expert developer from that library sitting with you. Why it completely changes the game. All right, let's see what we got now.
All right. This looks old.
Let's take this. Okay, that's it.
I did see your text.
Okay.
Only because I heard it.
Excuse me while I have some breakfast. Oh, okay. And then I got some hot sauce. I think I might actually use it for once. Having fried eggs, or a fried egg for breakfast, which is over easy, with some sausage and some fresh apples that are caramelized. Where's this button at? Color of the button because the background is dark. Definitely like a fried egg with hot sauce. Two go together really well. All right. Learn more. That's just ridiculous. I wanted to be a little bit more. A little bit more ballsy. I was just thinking about how crazy this is going to be when my kids get a little older, and you know, or at some point where I show them this stuff and like showing it AI calling this and this and this, and how uninterested they're going to be. And especially how, like, given in the future, like, it could be probably their generation where they're going to grow up in a world where these technologies are at much more the base level. In other words, they're so pervasive that there's other stuff that they're, that might be new and interesting. Um, I think I'm ready to move on. Take a look at some of these my screen likes to go out all the time. Great features that make known layers okay. I guess I got to put that in the details. But what's also really cool about this AI first platform part is that the AI is instructed to create a UUID per session and per request and put it in there so you can actually track all the AI stuff. It is tracing and tracking automatically done with these AI calls. There is transparency and accountability. Transparency and accountability with requests from AI calling your system. See, these are all these little things that are kind of a big deal, but they're not. You'd have to just see it, and all of a sudden you're like, "Oh, I didn't realize that was happening." Of course, I got some egg on my shirt. Where was that? It's just like bolding crap and putting things. This is like terrible. Whatever. We'll go away. All right. I'm gonna get rid of this open API generation. That's not really. I mean, it's true, but it's kind of not. It's fine. It's actually where's that? Is this try now thing? Home components. Oh, right here. All right, let's. All right, so no, we need create system. Yes. There's other things you actually have to type. I like that. It's called rest. I gotta change this. You don't even need to do that. Automatically does it. Uh, what I need to do is set up a thing to make it even easier. That what it will do is spin up all the different components together. Because right now, create system is really not quite accurate. But I mean, it does work. It is what it is. Okay, cool. We're in like a really good spot. I will probably do the blog post later. So we got blogs here. Let's see. Okay. That's pretty stupid looking. We need to improve the looks of this. I just do a BR here. Maybe that'll make it look better. It does make it look better. Pretty at all. Yeah, I don't really have much to say. Just say this looks like crap. It's like from one backend developer to another. It's like it looks like crap. Like, fix this too. I remember this looking really stupid. There we go. That looks better. It says sorted. Oh yeah. Let me go to the. Let me copy this, and then go back to our guide here. Oh, it's automatically creating REST. It doesn't do MCP by default. Ooh, I should update that. Maybe I'll do that in the next video. I will spend some time on the toolkit because I think it's needed. Man, that sun's coming in pretty intense. Okay, yes. Sorts by date. Okay, newest first. Got it. Create a. I don't like how the guides are displayed. The actual guide articles. It has stuff like the headers are all anchor links that are clickable. I don't want that. I don't even know why any of that crap is happening. All right, here we go. That's actually not at all what it produces. I actually need to see. Nil toolkit, create system, test me, TypeScript, REST. And it's going to be crazy using AI to write all these blogs because I can just point it at an existing node and layer system and it could create just boatloads of these. And it also has like good solid examples. This does. Okay, it improved it. I don't know where it improved these things. Rehype auto link headings. Yeah, why the freak would I do that? This done in the first place. What's the value? I don't even understand why you would do something so random. Okay. All right, I'm in test me, and then Oh, I need to look at the package. Build prettier. It doesn't have anything. You can't run it. You should be able to run it. It doesn't even have. It doesn't even have. Oh man. Yeah, I've got to work on this. All right. Yes, API dev is what it really should be. How do I want to do this? I think I'm not going to create the unified one. I guess in theory, I've got to. I should do backend. Create backend. And then eventually fix system. So what am I going to do right here, right now? I'll just do this. You now have a node and layers API running. Okay, we'll just keep it easy. All right, so what does this say? Oh. So the links on these guide pages aren't blue. I see. Deep linking. That actually makes sense. Actually, that does make a lot of sense. All right, so instead of tell me more, we are not going to do that. Actually, did it go to the toolkit? It did. Okay, cool. There we go. Okay, you know what? I am now going to call it on this. I think we've done pretty much all I want to do here. I'm probably going to send and post this up, and I need to figure out where I'm going to host it. I'm thinking about hosting it locally. Apparently, I have some egg on my face right now. Yeah, I think I might end up hosting it locally just to get it out there because it's one of those things like I'm all about like just get it out there, get a 1.0 out there. I mean, probably no one is even going to see this page, which is kind of the absurdity. But they might. It will be out there. It'll be reachable, and then uh, then I'll go and update it. And I think what I'll do is I'll do another video here momentarily where I'm going to go deep dive into the toolkit and then get it to where it really needs to be. Because what I want to do is I want to do this kind of soft launch with node and layers. And then I can start kind of pumping it out there so that people can get a lot of value out of it, like I have. And I think I need to, as I'm kind of seeing, I need to make the guides really good, and I really need to fix the kind of the node and layers toolkit so that it's a little bit more explicit and it actually adds a lot more scaffolding that automatically happens like right out of the gate. So it should be able to scaffold, um, you know, MCP servers. It should be able to do all of that kind of stuff. And right now, it just puts out like a base system that you then have to do a little bit of configuring. And there's not a lot of. Is there documentation on it? Kind of. There's code documentation, but not good people documentation. So, anyways, that's it for now. We'll see you on the next video.